What's up, guys? Everly Ghost Guy here. We are back for another quick look at a Tenogen skin today. And as you can see on the screen, we are going to be taking a look at an Ember skin. So this one I'm kind of excited about. This is actually a skin that has been in the game. It's one of the earliest Tenogen skins from what I can remember that was introduced in the game. And it's fairly good. I don't know if it's really appreciated as much as, you know, a lot of the other skins in the game, but I don't know if that was because it came out closer to when Ember Prime came out, or if there was something going on that maybe overshadowed the skin itself. But I'm excited to take a look because I've kind of looked into how my color schemes transfer over to the skin, and I was actually fairly impressed. And it's a skin that I'm considering picking up in the future. So without further ado, we are going to jump in and take a look. Maybe you guys get a little inspiration from this video, you know, for fashion frame, maybe playing around with some Ember fashion, or you know, just to entertain you guys in general. But anyways, we are taking my Ember color schemes and transferring them over to the Ember Ignition skin by Kaiseps. And I looked into the market because Kaiseps, I was wondering if there were any skins that have come out since since I've seen this skin itself, and this is the only skin available by Kaiseps. So like I said, I do believe this is one of the earlier Tenogen skins to come out, so maybe Kaiseps had moved on to some other stuff. I'm not too sure, so I figured I would take a look. If you guys are interested in, you know, an Ember, you know, skin itself, then maybe you get a little inspiration from this. But anyways, this is what the skin looks like, transferring over kind of my prime details to the skin. It's got a bit of like a feathery kind of look, it seems, on, you know, parts of the frame. Down here on the legs, you can see a little bit of a feathery kind of look as well. The back is very interesting, up the spine kind of area. I don't know, overall it's a pretty cool looking frame. I really dig the helmet. Part of me kind of feels like it's a bit small, but maybe that's just because I have a little bit of attachments going on with it, and it kind of makes it look maybe a little small. I don't know, but this is what it looks like in this little color scheme. We're gonna go through and take a look at all of my fashion frames and see how they transfer, so that you guys can, you know, see the skin in a different light, you know, different colors, and like I said, maybe get a little bit of inspiration. So pretty interesting transferring with this black and blue kind of look. I don't mind it too much. A lot of the detail is not quite as visible because of the dark black, but you know, maybe you can do a little bit of color changing and swapping to make that more your taste. I've mentioned before that the blue and black and the yellow and black were kind of one of my earliest, they're actually my early Ember Prime fashion frames, as though Ember may be able to use the other elements. You know, I just thought that basically she was the first frame that had this crazy energy, flamey kind of stuff that came off of her, and I thought it would be kind of cool if those were, you know, lightning or like chilly, icy kind of looks. But anyways, I'd love to see like a Mrs. Frost, or like, you know, I don't know, different, like a female Volt or a female kind of Frost kind of look, you know, Warframe in game with, of course, different abilities. But anyways, maybe one day it'll happen. But yeah, so let's see what happens when we jump over and take the yellow. Oh yeah, I actually think that looks pretty awesome. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I think that looks pretty good. Of course, once again, the black kind of hiding some of the detail, but the lines and stuff that where the yellow goes through and does its thing, I think looks pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, jump over to that D slot. A little bit of a pink Valentine's Day Ember doing its thing. Let's see what happens when we. Oh, I think that looks really, really good. Yeah, pink, a little bit of purplish kind of colors. I love how the white and pink fade into each other on like the arms. I don't know. You don't see that quite as much in some of the frames, where it's just, I don't know. It's just shaded and faded in really well. But anyways, pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. Helmet, I think, looks pretty good with this color scheme. The purple and pink looking pretty interesting. So there we go. All right, so we'll jump in and take a look. I have several embers. Let's go. Actually, these were just kind of randomized. I think these look good on another Tenogen skin I'm looking at. So let's just see what happens when we take these randomized colors and put them on this. Oh, wow. Wow, I think that looks great. I think that looks actually really, really good. So, oh, man. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Maybe if you are not too crazy, because I really, really, really like the skin. And I do like the helmet, but something, I don't know, something slightly feels off, but maybe that's just me. You could throw a helmet on there if you want something different, unique. Maybe you love the Vermilion helmet. You can do that, or you love the base, Ember Prime helmet. You can stick with that as well. But let's take this one and see what happens over here. All right, I think that looks interesting. There's maybe overdo it with the pink, but overall, I think it looks pretty good. Once again, I like how those two colors kind of fade into each other. Pretty interesting, but I like it. I think it's got potential there. Throw some attachments on there to kind of maybe off balance all that pink, and you get something, right perfect with the colors. Anyways, see what happens when we go for this one. Oh, that's pretty good as well. I like it. Maybe change the metallics to something that's not so vibrant and, urine. Anyways, let's go to that D slot and see what happens when we swap this one over. And, oh, I think that looks really, really good too. The bird-like kind of look for this one kind of allows you to kind of make kind of like exotic bird-like Ember. Does that make sense? Are you guys familiar with, the bird hemisphere of the world, where you got these really, really beautiful, birds? You got, like the sun conures or anyways. I feel like you could do stuff with this frame that the vibrancy and the crazy colors would fit perfectly, and they don't necessarily always do that on other frames. So you could probably go wild with this one. Let's see what happens when we go. Okay, yeah, I'm not too crazy about this color scheme. I don't mind, but all in all, it doesn't transfer over all that well. Just lots and lots and lots of blue. So B slot, something similar to what we saw before, but very cool. Okay, I don't know if it's as good as the previous one I saw, but it is interesting. There's a gray in there to kind of darken it up. Maybe you want it, a kind of a pink and blue frame, but you want it to be a little bit darker and less vibrant. Then maybe this is a way to go. But yeah, you could always stop the video and check it out and maybe tweak your personal preferences. But anyways, this thing is sick. I love this. Anyways, I've kind of done a video talking about the Vermilion skin. And, you guys can check that out if you would like. I think it's underappreciated. I'm just going to throw that out there. But anyways, here, once again, I don't know. This, some of you might hate this. Some of you might love this. But this is where that vibrancy kind of makes sense, because it would be kind of bird-like. Maybe it does it for you. Maybe it's hideous. I don't know. You could definitely throw some attachments on there and maybe, make it a little bit better. But anyways, there's potential. But maybe it just hurts your eyes. That kind of hurts my eyes too, but I mean, come on. It's like total rocker, 80s rocker kind of chick. Anyways, let's go, and here we have a Grax deal. If you would like to check out my Tenogen spotlight on the Grax skin for Ember, feel free to check that out in the outro or in the card. But that's not what this is about. We're about taking a look at the Ignition skin. So that looks really good. White and pink, with that black kind of colors, colors going throughout it. I think look really, really good. Once again, this was a skin that I was on the fence about, but man, I'm liking it. I'm impressed. Once again, I'm maybe gonna pick it up. White and blue. You guys know I like my white and blues. I don't think it's awful. It might be too far away from Ember's aesthetic for me, so I probably wouldn't run it, but, it is cool. It is pretty cool. I mean, blue and white flame is definitely the hottest. So, we take something very Grenier-esque, and we see what happens when it transfers over. Okay, dark, but it kind of works. Maybe too dark. I kind of like some of the brighter frames because you can see a lot of the textures and line work and stuff like that. I don't think this is awful, but you know, because it's such a dark frame, it's hard to really appreciate the skin. But you know, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. But let's go and drop into the last Ember, and then we'll go through and do some randomization. So, this is where, in that video I mentioned, this is where Vermilion skin just really does it for me. Of course, you know, hidden with some attachments and played around with it, but gorgeous, gorgeous. Fashion framing can take something, you know, it's all the way to the next level. So, you know, give it a shot. Give it a shot. This is what happens when I take the color scheme and I transfer it over. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm not, you know, over the moon in love with it. You know, it's a different aesthetic, something that is away from the usual, you know, color schemes you see out there with, like, you know, the edgy colors or the white and blues, white and reds, you know, prime color schemes, stuff like that. While this does have kind of prime feels, I feel like it's different enough, but fairly cool. Fairly cool. It's worth trying out, maybe. So, pastel kind of color frame. We got Megan's kind of, you know, deal. I think that looks pretty good. Once again, pink and blues. We kind of seen a little bit of this so far, so I won't dwell on it, but pretty decent. So, yeah, maybe it's for you. Go over C slot. Ooh, man. Let's see what happens with the St. Patty's Day Ember. And, ooh, all right. I'm down. There is a lot of this kind of yellow, you know, yellowy orange kind of color. Maybe overwhelms it a bit, so maybe some attachments on there to kind of change it up, hide a little bit of the color might work, but overall, I think it's got potential. It's not bad. Not bad. So, going over D-slot, last one on this deal. This is my very first Ember ever that I fashion frame. You can probably tell because the colors are very default. You know, they're probably on the saturated palette or whatever. But you know, it's a fire Ember with fire colors. So I'm surprised that this one transfers over pretty well sometimes. Here, I don't think it looks too bad. It looks, because Birdlight kind of looks Phoenix-esque, and I don't hate it. But the attachments don't really go all that well with it, so maybe try something a little bit more organic or a little bit more, you know, less metallics, I guess, or less, you know, metals and flat colors, and do something that fits the aesthetic a little bit better. But I feel like there's some potential there. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go in. We're gonna grab this Ember. We have a couple config slots we can work with, so we'll do a little bit of randomizing, and hopefully we can learn to appreciate this skin with some color schemes that I personally don't have. So, ooh, see, this is one of those spots where a really abstract, you know, kind of out there color scheme you would never expect on another frame could work on this. Could definitely work on this. So, very interesting. Yeah. Yo, that is so cool. Oh, I love that. I love that. Some of you guys might be like, that doesn't look good at all. I don't know why. I love the way those two colors go together. Man, I'm keeping that. If I purchase this skin, as ugly as that looks as is, boy, does that just come across and look cool. It's like a bronze, emerald kind of, oh man, that's cool. Okay. I found one that I really love. So hopefully you guys found something you really love as well. But some of these, you know, might, you know, like look awful at first. And oh, see what? I don't, like, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I think I'm going to keep this one as well. I really want to play around with it. See, like I said, it might look hideous here, but the colors might transfer and look gorgeous. So I want to give pretty much everything a chance. So let me go through, create another config slot over here, drop in platinum left and right. So if you guys, excuse me, if you guys do enjoy this video, please drop a like, leave a comment. If you have any comments, you enjoy the skin. If you don't like the skin, let me know in the comments below. If you plan on picking it up, or I helped you decide if it's for you or not, let me know. But default colors, I forgot to show these, but these look, default colors alone, I think look pretty awesome on the skin. So you could run completely default and, I think it would still, bode very well for the skin. So there it is, Kaiseps. Kaiseps, if you're still out there, kudos. I like this skin. I really, really do. I've gotten over the past, couple, I'd say probably 2 years, I've gotten more and more involved with the Tenogen stuff, and wow, that's cool. I mean, if you follow football at all, it's like Viking colors, but I think that's sick. I love the way that looks. But Kaiseps, if you're out there for some reason you stumble across this video somehow, someone maybe shares it. If you guys want to share the video to anyone, but if somehow Kaiseps comes across this video, good job. This looks like the other one we just had, but awesome job. I'm pretty happy with this design. I don't know if you're out there making content with other games or doing some modding or something crazy, but if you're out there making content, good on you. I like it. I like it. And if you are out there somehow, let me know what you're working on. If you do mods for other games, or you do, if maybe you work in the industry, the gaming industry now, that'd be awesome. But I'd love to hear how things are going. But I like that too. I am pleasantly surprised as how I can flip the randomizer on, pop over to the skin, and find something that I just can't part with. I really am digging the skin. I don't know. I'm gonna have to farm another Ember so that I can play around with the skin some more, but get it into my fashion frame deals. Yeah. Oh, see, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Do I have the ability to jump in? I feel like. Do I have extra slots over here? Yeah, let me do a couple more. And like I said, I want to give everyone a good chance to see the skin. Okay, it's a little out there, but yeah, pleasantly surprised. I think I'm gonna pick this one up. Hopefully the money makes its way over to Kaiseps and lets them keep on doing whatever makes them happy, because so far this skin, I think it's excellent. I think it's very, very good. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration as well, and hope to see you guys again in the next video. Blow.